What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back, guys, to the channel. Now, if you guys haven't seen the last FNaF video that we did, we built Five Nights at Freddy's 2 in the last video, and now it is time that we finish off the core trilogy of the FNaF series, and with that being Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Now, FNaF 3 is a very interesting one, and since it doesn't take place in a pizzeria, but a horror attraction, as you already know it. Anywho, what's up, y'all? Welcome on back. If you guys already know me, or if you don't know me, my name is Josh, and in today, we're building Five Nights at Freddy's 3. So, without further ado, I'm not going to waste any time, but real quick, I would kindly ask y'all to like and subscribe to this video. I know we're trying to hit 5,000 subscribers before the end of the year, and I really appreciate that, so let's get that goal. And obviously, the first thing that we always need when we build something is a layout. Right, and here we are with the layout all done here. Now, instead of it being like, you know, hallway, we're doing it as zones. So the red zone here. So, first things first, we have the red zone. The red zone is where you have the security office at, and the hallway that leads you out back to the exit. It leads you out back here to the exit. And all the gray blocks that you see right here represents the vents. And now over here, you have the orange zone, which down this hallway, basically you would find the Foxy head and the Bonnie prop on the cameras. And also this weird hallway thing, which I think I have an idea for it. And then you got this green zone right here, which this is the arcade. And coming over to the sign area here, this is where you would see Springtrap in this main camera right here, right next to the exit door, where there's a vent shaft that goes all the way back to the office. And then I've only added one special room. So yeah, this is kind of sort of like Kappa XT's layout. But yeah, you already know me in the builds. We're keeping them original as possible to the games. So now, well, let's go and get a little background. FNaF 3 was a really crazy game, especially with it only being one actual animatronic that kills you and everything. But yeah, enough on that. Let's just go ahead, start building. that, ladies and gentlemen, after a little bit of building, we have now the build complete. And with that, welcome to Fazbear's Front. So without further ado, let's just start off with the exterior. So come up here to the front entrance, you have the barbed off area. Or then you come up to the building, you have the Fazbear Fright sign, you got benches, you got your entryway, we'll get all of those in a minute. Now, the exterior building, I just went full custom here. I didn't know what to do, so we just did it off like this, and I am pretty happy with the results. Alright, so when we come up here, got some benches, sit down and wait for people to get out. You got that area, we'll get over there once we get through everything. Fazbear Fright sign, coming through here, this is where you go in. You just follow the maze around. Or the queue line. Then you come to right here, this is where you buy your ticket just so you can enter, and also you gotta sign a waiver before you can enter, just so you know Fazbear Entertainment is not reliable or liable to any damages to body or bodily harm. This right here, I don't know. Now you come through here, you go through the curtains, and you got this little queue area. And of course, right here, I've added in the ignited Freddy statue from the Joy of Creation. Just like, you know, Fazbear Entertainment found this at an old pizzeria and decided to make it scary, or the people whoever that own this. I don't think it's Fazbear Entertainment. I'm trying to figure out that. Anywho, coming on through, you got all the lights, and just for I turned off. So just for us touring, I'm gonna flick this light switch on so you can see everything. So you go through this queue again. You got old posters through here. Then either staff will let you open up the door. And you go right in. And first up, you got Springtrap with some old posters. These are from the Secret of the Mimic from Murray's Costume Manor. Air vent, the red substance that I cannot say. So yeah. So basically, since we don't know how this area in FNaF 3 looks like because the camera is basically right here just staring at Springtrap, I decided to do basically you're going into time. And the first area we got is Fredbear's Family Diner. So they've managed to scrape up some old Fredbear stuff, an old endoskeleton. Of course, you got the air vents. The air vents that do go all the way around. There's even cameras in them too. You come out here, and then now you're in FNaF 2. You got the Puppets box with some old posters, a Freddy head, the old Celebrate poster, neon arcade sign, and you got Chica's head. Then camera right here. Puppets mask, a old Bonnie cutout, and now you go through these curtains and now you're in the arcade. And of course you're here again. So you got another air vent you can go into. You got the sound lure. They don't work, I just added them for decorations. The camera facing arcade machine, which it was the one that Chica played on. It was this one. If you press the right button correlation, then you go into one of the mini games. Then prize to shell, more old posters. Coming here, you got the carousel, got some piping, another air vent, a puppet cutout, and you got the party table and the yellow rabbit drawing from the FNaF movie. Just FNaF 1 now at this point. I didn't know how the phantoms worked, but I just got the Phantom Freddy Spawn Egg, so there's just like particles right here. You got the Crying Kids posters from the FNaF 1 if you were flipped on the right hallway camera. Now coming into here, you got more FNaF 1. You got the Bonnie stand, an old Pirates Co-sign. Just go through here. You got Foxy's head, all cut out, and his out of order sign. The old desk, then the Foxy cutout, and the FNaF movie Shred mask, which in this mod it's called Shreddy. An old shelf with everything. And finally we get into the last area. Some old monitors. The original Freddy Fazbear's pizza sign, which this is in the FNaF movie. And just walking on through here. Another Freddy. And here we are at the office. Now, office, I really love how I detailed it. Old Freddy cutout. Some more Fredbear posters. An old Freddy clock. All of it. Even got the thing back there to work on the issues. And the red light sign. And then finally, you got the exit. You go out. And you look over here. You got Dreadbear. I don't know, I just thought it'd be funny to add Dreadbear here, even though he's not in the game. Now you just go through here, your exit sign. Got the Withered Sparky from the FNaF movie, which you see as an Easter egg. Old posters, more old posters. FNaF 1 posters, and a endoskeleton, which apparently this is Fredbear's endoskeleton. And you just come back through here, and then you exit. And of course, up here you have this. Here's a little fun note Easter egg. If you are playing FNaF 3, basically your camera map would look like this. But if you went upside down, FNaF 3's map layout looks like Scott's profile picture on like anything that he uses. It looks like Scott Cawthon's profile picture of the man jumping. So there's a Easter egg there. But let's go back to the office real quick, because we did all this wool up here. It serves a reason. The tablet, click it open, and see, you got all the maps. You can view every single part of the pizzeria. I do have to like flick these just so they would like get in proper position. Yeah, you can basically see everything. Just the tablet. So yeah, that is Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the speed build and the tour. Now, I think I will in the future for my PC players. I think I will upload a moderate file of all this so you can play all my locations. Once I finish building all of them, we still got FNaF 4, sister location, and Pizzeria Simulator. And I think after that, we'll build our own customs. Yeah, our own custom pizzerias. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me. I'm gonna head out in the meantime. But then, peace.